When somebody's arrested for a DUI, first of all, it's going to start with a traffic stop. The officer gets up to the window, they decide this is a DUI, and they launch into their DUI investigation. They're going to ask a series of initial questions, trying to divide the driver's attention. Most people in a DUI case don't realize that they can decline to answer questions. They don't realize they can decline to do field sobriety tests. They don't realize they can decline the preliminary alcohol screening device. That's a portable breathalyzer that the police use out in the field. The only thing that you are legally required to do is after you're arrested, you need to choose blood or breath. Before that point, before the handcuffs go on, you don't have to do or say anything. There's no reason at that point to give them any additional evidence. Sober people fail field sobriety tests all the time. There's no reason to do those tests and put yourself in a position where you're just giving them evidence that you didn't need to give them. If the police believe they have probable cause to make the arrest based on their objective symptoms and what they see, they'll make the arrest. At that point, you need to choose blood or breath, otherwise your license gets suspended for at least a year, and that's a hard suspension with no other options. A very important thing to remember in a DUI case is you only have 10 days to request a DMV hearing, otherwise your license gets automatically suspended after 30 days. Getting in to see an attorney early in a DUI case is important because we go ahead and fax a hearing request, we have proof that the hearing was requested, and we head off any arguments from the DMV that you waived your right to a hearing. In a case where you know you've been drinking and there's nothing else in your system, then a blood test is usually a good idea because it can delay from the time of driving till the test happens. And when the police take a blood sample, they draw 2 tubes typically, and they have to preserve that blood sample so that we can have it tested in an independent lab. There are a lot of things that we can do in a blood case that we can't do in a breath case. Police conduct an investigation, they interview witnesses, and they make a determination of whether they have probable cause to make an arrest. When they make that arrest, they'll take the person to the police station. The arrested person will then have the opportunity to make a phone call, to call a family member or a bail bond agent, and get out. Getting in to see an attorney early in a DUI case is incredibly helpful. As soon as a person is released from police custody, their first call should be to the criminal defense heroes so that we can start making a difference as early as possible in their case.